First, we need to log into SAP BTP cockpit. Click on the sub account. In the left menu, navigate to the services. Under the services, navigate to the instance and subscriptions. Under subscription, look for the integration suite and click on it. Here, look for the configure tab. Under configure, click on the APIs. Here we can see 5 tabs. One is API Proxy, API Provider, API Certificates, Key Value Map, and last one Policy Templates. Today we are creating API Proxy, so we are selecting API Proxy. On the extreme right, we can see Create option. Click on Create. Here we can see 3 options. One is API Provider, API Proxy, and URL. Going for API Provider, it is used when you have a pre-configured provider already set up in SAP. It reuses existing backend configuration. Going for API Proxy, it is more flexible, let you configure the backend later. And the third one, URL. It is the simplest option, everything's in one form when you have the exact backend URL. Today, as per demo, we are using URL. Now I am entering free public API URL. Now going for the API details, we have name, title, short text, API state, host alias, API base path, version, and service type, which is highlighted as red hashtag. It need to be mandatory fields. We need to enter. Coming for API name, here it is a part of internal technical identifier. This must be unique. So no space and no special character. Post API. And for title, this is a human readable display. So it appears in the dashboard. So we will enter as post space API. For short text, it is an optional but recommended. For now, I am leaving it and going for the fourth API state. Here we can see 3 options. One is active, one is alpha, one is beta. Going for alpha, it is for testing purpose. Going for beta, it is for a pre-release. So for our demo, I am using active. It is for ready to use for production purpose. And going for host alias, it is taken directly from our sub account, and this is the host details and client will use. So leave as it is. And going for API base path, because it is a critical one, URL path that clients use to call your proxy. So here we can enter as /host. And coming for the version, it is optional but helpful for tracking. Whether we can enter V1, so it will highlight before the post in the API base path, and also it will highlight in the name post API underscore V1 as a version. And coming to the service type, here we can see 2 service type. One is REST and one is SOAP. Most of the cases, REST, as known as RESTful APIs that uses JSONs. In such case, we are using REST, and when we are use SOAP, in such case, like when you are connecting for legacy systems, right? In such case, we are using SOAP. For now, we are using REST and click on create. Once created, look for all the tabs: overview, proxy endpoint, target endpoint, and resources. If everything looks good, click on save button, and once everything looks good and it has been saved successfully, click on deploy. Now you can see the status has been deployed. Now copy the URL, go to the Postman. Here select method type as get, type URL, save, and send. You can see here we got 200 response. Means the data has been successfully sent. Means it has been working fine. I think it helped everyone. If you have any question, please drop in the comment section. Thanks everyone. Bye.